If you're serious about making smarter investment decisions, Seeking Alpha or Zacks might seem like the best tools. But that's where some investors get it wrong. Well, after thoroughly testing both side by side, I found some surprising differences. One that could actually supercharge your investment returns and make you a ton of profit, and another that might hold you back. So let's break down Seeking Alpha versus Zacks. The truth is, both platforms are built for completely different types of investors. And this isn't just about features, it's about your entire approach to the market. Seeking Alpha is like having a full time research team and a community of analysts at your fingertips. It's built for depth and perspective. The core of the platform is its crowdsourced analysis, detailed stock breakdowns, and real world insights from thousands of contributors. It's designed for investors who want to understand the why behind a stock move, not just a simple buy signal, right? The focus is on comprehensive research, more diverse opinions, and building conviction and actually understanding the data. But don't just take my word for it. When I looked into what other investors are saying, one long term user with decades of experience shared that he was aware of Seeking Alpha, but hadn't paid much attention until recently. He said that using their tools has been a revelation since, producing consistent revenue and results that he's never achieved before. He highlighted that he now sees the chance to double his account every year and was especially impressed with their responsive support team. Yeah, and honestly, his feedback mirrors what I've found. Seeking Alpha gives you that deeper understanding that leads to stronger, more confident investment decisions, and they have the support to back it up. There's also this investor who shared that Seeking Alpha helped him review his portfolio every quarter and that the staff was really responsive whenever he needed support and was there whenever he needed help. Now, Zacks is actually a different beast. It's the undisputed king of quantitative rankings and data driven signals. Its strength is its well known Zacks rank system, which gives you a clear, simple buy, hold, sell signal based on earnings momentum and other statistical factors. It just says buy, hold, or sell, really easy to follow if you choose to follow it. It's really fantastic for investors who just want a straightforward, numbers-based approach. But when it comes to the more deep, community-driven research and the variety of perspectives that Seeking Alpha offers, I think Zach falls far behind. So if you're an investor who enjoys the research process and wants to build conviction through detailed analysis, Seeking Alpha is built for you. Its community insights and its deep dives make it ideal for people who want to become better, more informed investors. Zacks fits better for investors who more so prefer a more automated, signal based approach where they're educated and helped along the way, and more heavily trust quantitative models to guide their actions along the way. So now that we see the core differences in this Seeking Alpha versus Zacks comparison, let's look at what you're actually getting for the money, what the features are, what the tools are. What are you getting? So I tested every major tool on both platforms, and what I found was a clear split between the depth of research and simplicity of signals. Seeking Alpha's biggest advantage is how much it brings together in a single place. It's not just a newsfeed, it's your portfolio dashboard, your research lab, and your analysis library all in one. Let's start with one of my favorite tools, the ETF screener. This tool is a hidden gem for a lot of people. It helps you zero in on the most promising ETFs for your strategy, whether you're chasing growth, income, or diversification. I personally used it to find ETFs that outperformed my regular picks by focusing on high quality metrics and performance consistency. Then there's quant ratings and factor grades tool, one of the most powerful tools Seeking Alpha has. These ratings aren't based on hype or popularity or how popular they are on Reddit. They're based on hard data on financial statements, price performance, analyst forecasts. Every stock gets graded across five key areas: value, growth, profitability, momentum, and EPS revisions. It's a complete quantitative snapshot that gives you an edge if you use this to determine what is a good option. Zacks does something similar with its ranking system, but Seeking Alpha takes it further by breaking down exactly why a company scores high or low in their system. Now, one thing a lot of investors worry about is security, especially when linking brokerage accounts. I looked into this deeply and I found that Seeking Alpha partners with Plaid and Snap Trade, the same secure providers used by major banks and financial apps. So your credentials are fully encrypted and they're never visible to Seeking Alpha itself. So yeah, it's completely safe. So that gave me the confidence to sync my Fidelity account and see all of my investments in one place. And speaking of that, linking my Fidelity account was surprisingly easy. I could view all of my holdings, I could monitor my gains, I could even track dividend performance without switching between apps. And it doesn't stop there. I could also create multiple portfolios inside Seeking Alpha, which is perfect for testing different investing strategies. I built one for dividend stocks and another for tech growth plays, each with alerts and notifications tailored just for that setup. And for those who want direct stock recommendations, Alpha Picks stands out for that too. The Seeking Alpha Quant team sends out 2 buy and hold stock picks every month, backed by deep quantitative research and data. I tested this for 3 months, and 2 of the picks beat the S&P 500 by a serious margin. It was pretty legit. You also get sell alerts when ratings shift, which helps you stay disciplined over time. Now, I'm not the only one who found these tools useful, and they're not going to be useful for everyone in the long term, depending on the decisions you make. These are just tips, and they're not liable for anything that you choose to invest your money in. I came across this review of one Seeking Alpha user who said that Seeking Alpha offers a wealth of information and analyses and opinions and evaluations and tools. He highlighted that it allows you to build and manage a qualified portfolio based on your own criteria, and that subscribing was the right decision for him. Another said that he used the platform every day to track his investments and follow recommendations. By Stephen Kress, the quant strategist behind much of Seeking Alpha's rating system, he mentioned that following those quant ratings helped him build a strong and profitable portfolio and gave him peace of mind. Over on Reddit, a user answered a thread titled, "Is Seeking Alpha worth it or just another scam?" by saying that it's a one stop shop for everything, though it can take some time. He praised the past news updates, the impeccable screeners, and the fact that the site offers transcriptions, financials, and data on over 25,000 companies. And honestly, that kind of matches my experience, and that kind of blows me away. It's that many. The whole thing is fast, it's detailed, and it's all in one place. Now, compare this to Zacks. Zacks has its own ranking system and premium research logs. There are users who say the Zacks rank is really great for quick stock decisions, and one reviewer said that he doubled his portfolio in a full year following their top ranked stocks. But while Zacks gives clear buy, hold, and sell signals, it doesn't offer much in the way of discussion or context for those reasons. It's a system that works well for data driven investors, but it's not as educational or community oriented as Seeking Alpha. But of course, these platforms aren't perfect, and to make the best choice in this Zacks versus Seeking Alpha decision, you need to know the potential downsides of them too. For Seeking Alpha, one reviewer complained that while the data is first rate, the website and apps can sometimes feel shaky or clunky. I've noticed this myself occasionally that it can be kind of slow, especially when new features roll out. The interface is packed with data, and sometimes that can impact speed. But never really a major issues that stopped my research in place or made me delay for hours. Nothing that major. All right, now over to Zacks. The major downside I found was a bit more concerning. One user reported a significant security breach where his personal information ended up on the dark web. So, in today's world, that's a serious red flag for any online service, especially one handling financial data. He also questioned the practicality of their ranking system, pointing out that with 6 to 10 new number 1 ranked stocks every day, it would be pretty much impossible for the average investor with limited capital to actually follow all the recommendations. This was the big aha moment for me during testing. Like, it makes the system feel less like a curated list and more like a broad filter where you can gamble because you don't know anything about any of these companies, which can be overwhelming and dangerous for a lot of people. And when it comes to pricing, Seeking Alpha is positioned as a premium research platform. And for the depth of analysis, the community insights, and the powerful tools, I find the value is definitely there for investors who are actively managing their portfolios. Check the link in the description for the latest pricing and any promo deals. I'll try to keep it updated so that you don't miss out on any discounts or trial offers. So, after testing both, Where does the Seeking Alpha versus Zacks battle leave us? If your goal is to become a more knowledgeable investor, to understand the full story behind your investments using both data and diverse human analysis, then Seeking Alpha is the clear choice for a richer, more comprehensive experience. To get started on the platform and to check for any current offers, just use the link in the description down below.